Well guys, the next topic: why do I drive in 2021 an M3 with a rear-wheel drive and manual transmission? Okay, first of all, the option for Xdrive all-wheel drive was not available when I bought the car, but it wouldn't be an option for me. This car has to be manual only and rear-wheel drive only. Okay, let's start with the basics. Xdrive, I drove almost all the M cars with Xdrive. I drove also all kind of other BMWs with Xdrive. Yes, Xdrive compared to, let's say, Quattro is a lot more rear-wheel drive biased. You get a lot more of this feeling that you get in driving a rear-wheel drive car. So Xdrive is very good. You have absolutely no issues. Xdrive will always put the power perfectly on the road. If we talk 0 to 100, you won't have any issues regarding snow or if it rains. So I do not want to say that performance-wise you are up there with rear-wheel drive only. The next point is, do not forget all these performance cars have also a limited slip differential. And this LSD makes a huge difference regarding putting the power down in difficult situations and regarding maintaining the control of the car if you are in a drift. It's also very important in a car like the Type R, where everybody asks the questions, but can you put the power down? 300 plus horsepower in a four-wheel drive car only? Yes, you can. You have some limitations and you have to be aware of these limitations. And that's the topic that is the most important one for me. You have to be aware all the time that you drive a rear-wheel drive only car. This means if you're in some situations and you floor the car, you have to be aware that in the next few meters the following actions will happen. Your rear will go out, you will make a drift. Depending on the settings that you have, the car will help or not controlling this drift. So no discussion, it's more difficult to drive than an Xdrive or a four-wheel drive car. It's more dangerous, but it's more fun, and that's the most important thing here. It's so fun to drive a rear-wheel drive car. You have simply in normal traffic driving fun. You feel your rear going outside, or when you accelerate brutally on a straight line, sometimes in second gear, you feel this wobbling. You have to work to control a car that sometimes fights with you, and that's why beyond fun you also are involved and you get satisfaction when you get it right. It's the hard way to drive a car, it's not the easy way, but as I said also in the manual video content, I like the hard way, the old school way to do this. And I believe it's also a matter of pride, because a lot of guys ask me, whoa, you drive a manual rear-wheel drive car in 2021. Yes guys, I do, and I know there are not a lot of us who choose also in the M3 this type of configuration. A lot of you guys want Xdrive and it's brilliant, no discussion. But in the end, I'm happy each time when it's wet, each time when it's tricky, when I control the beast, when I get it right, and I know each time that it's dangerous, that you have to be aware what you're doing. I drive the car almost all the time after it warms up. As you can see, in M dynamic mode, this means simply it allows a lot of fun, but you have also to be aware, and I will have also a separate video about that M dynamic mode can be really dangerous if you play around and you're not aware what your car will do. Overall, I would say as a summary, a lot of fun, you are involved, you get a huge amount of satisfaction if you do it right. The car helps you, and in the end you also have this additional plus because you drive such an old school setup, and everybody who wants something else, that's why in the end we have the configurator. Each of us can choose what they want to drive. My choosing is rear-wheel drive only, because an M3 for me is a legend, and the legend was always rear-wheel drive only and manual transmission. See you next time, guys.